Hey guys, and welcome to Doing Things Dan's Way. So today I've gone all in with AUXITO on my Toyota Highlander here. What I have here is what they call the complete package. This gives you basically almost every LED bulb on the car as a replacement for the incandescents. As you can see on their website here, they have something called the complete package, and it lists out all of the different bulbs that you can get in this one package. So you can order all these individually, of course. So as you can see, we have headlights, we have fog lights, and you can get these both in yellow, like an amber, and in white. We have front turn signal lights and rear turn signals. We have front marker lights. We have all the interior dome lights. There's 6 different bulbs in here to replace, and we have the backup lights. So today I'm going to break this up into individual videos for each one of these different systems. So look forward to a whole playlist here that you can click on up here that will get you to the install for each one of these different ones. And of course you can jump around and pick whatever video you want. So let's jump in. The first one I'm going to replace are the headlights. A little bit of an unboxing here. Packaging is really nice. You get a owner's manual, the headlight here. You can see this has a 3-chip solution on board. You can see the fan that ends up being kind of a down-firing fan by the time you install it this way. If you compare this to the existing headlight, you can see it's a little thicker, and this is where it can be a bit of a challenge because of the depth that's on here. Let's go ahead and show you how to drop these guys in. Okay, step 1 here is to get the back of the light fixture out. So here you can see this kind of off-white cap, and it kind of has this nice thumb spot on it here. So what we're going to do is push down on that, and you'll see it rotate. Now this is a pain. It doesn't rotate easily, but it only turns not even 20 degrees or so, and then you can wiggle it around and it'll come loose. It's a big O-ring, so you can see how it's that big nice dust sealing O-ring. So you can see it's clean here and it's all dirty on the outside. So what we'll be doing is replacing the bulb and then putting this back on. So up inside here there is the bulb, which is installed basically like this inside. And so it's really hard to see, really hard for me to record this, but all I'm going to do is I'm basically reach in and grab this, and I'm going to turn it towards the outside of the car, just 45 degrees, and it'll slide right out. So if I reach in there, and you just have to feel for it, it's right there. Feel for it and just turn it. Okay, I just turned it 45 degrees, and now it's just going to slide right out. Now, you don't want to touch the bulb if you can. Now, this tab here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab the bottom and top halves. I'm going to just kind of pull on that tab out a little bit and push down. And it should just slide right off. There we go. So you're just kind of getting it off that little bump right there. So you don't want to touch the bulb because if you get any oils on there, the oils will bake and then turn black, and because it's black, it'll absorb heat, which will superheat the glass in that one spot where you touched it. And the result will be possibly that the glass will shatter because it'll get too hot. So if you ever reuse a bulb like this, you always want to go back and you want to clean the bulb with alcohol and then reinstall it without touching it. So now we have that bulb out. Here is our new replacement headlight. And again, we're not going to touch the LEDs, of course. And so we're going to put it in there, not straight up and down, but slightly turned away from us, away towards the outside of the car. And you just have to reach around and kind of fiddle around and see if you can find the spot where you'll feel it slot in, because this bulb has these little tabs on it. So you're trying to find the spot where those tabs lock into the inside. So once you feel it start to engage, then you can rotate it, basically righty-tighty here from your perspective. And you'll feel it basically get into place. Okay, and now that it's basically facing straight down, then I can actually see it by looking over the top here, and I can try and finesse this connector up inside there. That's all there is to it. Okay, so now we're going to put the cap back on. Now there is quite a bit of collision here between the cap, the edge of the cap, and the bulb we just put in, because it's thicker or deeper than the original. So let's put this on. What you find is it kind of wants to kick out a little bit at the top, which isn't the end of the world as long as that O-ring is sealing. So we're just gonna get the cap on and then turn it so it locks in those tabs. And the top is not completely in, but I feel like that's still plenty water and dust tight. So that should all be good. Okay, and that's all there is for this side. Let's jump over and hit the other side. Okay, over this side, it's the same routine. And screw the cap. Wiggle it off. And turn it towards the center of the car. And slide it out. And there's that tab again, so we're going to pull down. Slide the wires off. There we go. Now I'm going to grab our replacement fixture and slide it in. Got to find the hole first. It's always a little bit of a challenge there. This is just all by feel. You really can't hardly see what you're doing. I mean, you'll definitely hear and feel it when it drops in place, and then when you turn it, you can feel it like nicely pushing back against you. Okay, so I got it turned, and now I can try and get this wire up in place. Here it goes. That sounded good. Now again, our cap's not going to go on all the way at the top because of the top of the bulb is hitting basically the top of this here. So it's going to be kicked out a little bit. There we go. So you can see that O-ring is still squished right up against the top there. So I don't feel like water's going to go pouring in, and water shouldn't be getting into this part of the car anyway, at least not in any significant amount. So that's about it. You can see this really doesn't take more than a few minutes to install. Let's take a look at the difference between the two. So here you can see the difference between the all white light on one side and the amber light on the other. Obviously, if I stand in front of one, you can see that the spread is so much more clear on the white side here than the factory original. The factory original is just much less bright. And because it's a different color temperature, the clarity of things driving down the road, greens are bright green as opposed to everything just kind of being drab. So there you have it. That's the installation of the AUXITO LEDs. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Down in the comments below or in the description, there is a coupon code you can use to get yourself 12% off of these. Coupon code Dan's Way. So hit that up. Hit the playlist here, which has all of the videos in this series showing how to replace basically every bulb in this car with an LED. Until next time, guys, be blessed.